To talk about your values, your vibe, and attracting your tribe. So what do I mean by this? Well, when we are growing a business, there is something very, very important about having the right values that align with you as the business owner, with your team, and the values that you portray to your ideal clients. Okay, it's really important that we show up in a way that attracts our ideal clients and our ideal team members. And to do that, we have to be super, super clear on our values. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today, about how you show up online and your values. So let me know if you're live, #live. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I will bring up the comments so I can see them. And I'm just going to do a double check and make sure that my sound is good. I think it is, which is fab. So hi, everybody. Today we're talking about values. We're talking about your vibe, what kind of vibe you put out, and the kind of tribe that you are attracting. So let me know if you're live, #live, #replay. All right, so let's talk about values. And one of the things that we talk about when we look at brand DNA, so really important to get the right brand DNA, it's your mission, your vision, and your values, okay? When we talk about values, it's not, oh, I have honesty, or the firm's values are honesty and trust, because I really believe that honesty and trust and freedom and integrity, all of these should really be a given. And if you decide that these are going to be your values for your firm, what's going to happen is you're going to look the same as everybody else. So what we need to do is come up with ideas of values that really bring out the essence of the energy that you want to bring to the world. Now, this is the thing, right? When we think about how we show up, do we want to be surrounded by people whose energy is really low, like, oh yeah, I've had a bad day, life is awful, oh my gosh, you won't believe this happened, oh, my team are horrendous, my clients are horrendous, my life is horrendous? When you're around those kind of people, how do you feel? You feel really low and like, oh God, this is exhausting, and your energy gets zapped out of you. When you're around people that are positive and passionate and excited, you want to be around those people more because they uplift you. So one drags you down and one lifts you up. Now, the importance of this when it comes to your values is how you actually portray what you stand for. So your values need to be in alignment with how you want you to feel and with how you want your world around you to feel. And the values are a way to portray that. The values are what you stand for in your firm, and it will attract your ideal clients and it will attract your top tier talent. So our three values here at Oomph, now these aren't Oomph, they're not our only values, but these are the ones that we weave into everything, is have empathy. So we have to care for our clients. So we have to understand that our clients sometimes struggle, can't do marketing as easily as I can because it's not the number one thing they want to do. We have to understand that life gets in the way sometimes. So we have to be understanding about where they are in their journey, in their business, all that kind of thing. So have empathy is something that's really, really important to me as a person. And we've weaved it into the culture of our business, and we've weaved it in with our relationship with our clients. And my marketing is about having empathy. So I listen to your problems, the things that you talk about online, and I go, right, I get that, I understand that, let me help you. And I come back with information to help you overcome that. So that's the have empathy. Then we have be effective. And be effective is controlled action leads to measurable results. So this is where the effective comes in. So for us, it's very, very important that what we do is not a waste of time. We don't throw mud hoping it will stick. We have everything grounded in data, and we make sure that we work smart, not hard. Okay, so we condense our timeline, we only do the things that matter, and we get rid of everything that doesn't matter. And then finally, and this one is really aligned with me, is the bring energy. So everything that we have to do has to be brought with energy and excitement and real passion for what we do. Now, subconsciously, I must have known that these things were really important to attract the tribe that I want to attract, because the people that I want around me, also I want them to have empathy, be effective, bring energy. And people do say that they come to work with us at Oomph because it gives them motivation and inspiration, and they enjoy being around us, and that in itself gives them confidence. But I want to share with you today the fact that the vibe that you put out into the world attracts your tribe. So if you have that low energy, then you're going to attract a tribe that is low energy. And the thing that really helps us focus on making sure that we live in alignment with our values is understanding how this affects everything that we do in the business. Now, I have a document here which I absolutely love. And I actually only found it yesterday. My friend Pascal shared with me some training that she's doing, and she shared with me this document, and it is amazing. And it's all about the way that you feel, and it's about how you show up and how the energy that you put out into the world comes back to you. So if you're in the upward spiral, which is on the left-hand side, that's when you're putting out really positive energy and positive things come back to you. The downward spiral is where you're putting out the negative vibes, the negative energy, and that means that you're going to surround yourself in more negativity. Now, this might sound a little bit woo-woo, but this is grounded in science. It actually works. The better you feel, the better things happen in your life. If you feel like rubbish, the bad things happen in life. And I want you to think about, if you stub your toe in the morning, and it really hurts, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have a bad day and life is awful, then what will probably happen is life will be awful. You'll stub your toe, you'll walk out the door, it'll be raining. I actually quite like the rain, so that wouldn't necessarily be a negative for me, but it will for some people. It'll be raining, the car won't start, the train will be late, then work's horrendous, and it follows that pattern of life is awful, and you go into that downward spiral. Alternatively, you could stub your toe in the morning and go, oh, thank heavens I didn't break my foot, and get on with your day, and then the life will be amazing, okay? And you walk outside and it's raining, you're like, hey, it's raining. I always wanted a little bit of rain. It's been so hot recently. And then the train's delayed. And this is something I always think about when trains are delayed. It's like, what did I miss that would have been horrendous? So if a train is delayed, it's delayed because it's stopping me from being in a situation that would have been really, really bad. Maybe I would have been in an accident, or maybe something horrendous would have happened, or maybe something could have fallen on me as I walked under scaffolding, walking through London, something like that. Whenever a train is late, I go, it's for my own good. I don't go, oh my Lord, train's late, it's a disaster. And it's all about that mindset of shifting the situation that you're in. So this is the document again of the upward spiral and the downward spiral. And this is where your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you are feeling revengeful, if you're posting updates on social media and they're full of blame and anger and revenge and hatred, and I'm so frustrated and I'm so annoyed and I can't believe this person's done this, and oh, this is awful, and just not being nice, then you're going to attract people that are not nice. Whereas if you show up online and you're full of passion and enthusiasm and you're positive, people want more of that. They want to be surrounded by those things. So do have a look at this document. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you want a copy of it, let me know. I don't know if there's a copyright attached. I'll show you, I'll give you a link so you can look it up on Google. But it is a phenomenal piece of information that I subconsciously knew about anyway, but I'm super chuffed with it. And I want you to have a look. Are you living in the upward spiral energy so that you attract a positive tribe, or are you living in the downward spiral energy? And what we have to do is get ourselves out of downward spiral, if that's what we're in, and move ourselves into upward spiral. And you will see that your whole life will change when you do that. And the way to really, really ingrain it into you is get clear on what your values are and live and breathe those values. And when you live and breathe those values, you'll find you'll automatically go into the upward spiral because you're living and breathing something positive rather than living and breathing something negative. Anyway, let me know if you were watching live, hashtag replay. Your vibe does attract your tribe, and how you show up online, the content marketing you do. If you are living in the section where you're talking about how life is awful, how you're worrying about stuff, how you're blaming other people, you're blaming the economy for the situation, If you're being horrible about people online, if you're full of jealousy, if you are bringing that energy to your social media, then you will attract more people like that. If you're in the upward spiral of being passionate and enthusiastic, you will find that you will attract those people. All right. I love it. I think it's excellent. I know it's a bit woo-woo, but if you push this stuff away, you'll find that you're missing out on a little piece of, I don't want to say magic, but it is a little piece of something that will enable you to enjoy your work and enjoy the people that you work with. Because if you embrace this and you live in gratitude and you live in, being happy and positive, life is much better. All right. So whether or not you like the woo-woo stuff or not, I can pretty much guarantee if you're a happy person, you're going to be happier and attract happier things. If you're a miserable bugger, pardon my French, you are going to attract miserable buggers. All right. It's as simple as that. Whether or not you're woo-woo is totally up to you, but it is a really interesting thing and you need to be on the upward spiral, not the downward spiral. All right. I'll catch up with you all soon. See you later. Take care. See you in the next video.